We are in, man. Hey, welcome back to the HD channel, Holy Duo. It is dialogue today.
Yep, it's your man Eddie Ed.
It's crazy how I sound like a newscaster, like every single hey, it is dialogue with you today, folks. Welcome.
We're back.
Anyway, yeah, we're back. We're back. We're back. So today, as you saw in the thumbnail, we have a ridiculously crazy Reddit post that I
hmm
came across, and I was like, man, I have to share this. We have to talk about this. I'm gonna let you react to this fresh up because Eddie Ed has not seen it, so he's gonna be reacting fresh up to this
Once again.
Reddit post. Yep. So anyway, let's move on with this thing. So let me ask a precursor, Eddie Ed. What do
Mm.
you at the age of maybe like 21, 22, 23, what did you know about, you know, like if you had a girlfriend or something, how did you want her to act? Like what were some of your standards for her?
Yeah, so me, I was headstrong kind of early, and what I mean by headstrong, I was looking for a particular type of person. I wasn't I didn't have in my mind I'm gonna go party or I'm gonna go, smash a bunch of chicks.
Hmm.
That was so I was not in that headspace. My mind was always to find the one I'm gonna marry. So I would say I'm different from most people for from most guys, coming up. So that being said, I'm looking for, strong characters, right? I'm looking for s- y- back at that time, I was looking for a lady that first of all loved God, the love God, piece, and the living for God piece. That was the main frame. If you didn't have that frame, you ain't gonna have my name.
Okay.
That's kind of a
And
bar a little
so,
bit.
yeah, I mean,
I was expecting a chuckle or something, but let's continue. Let's.
so say you're following someone, right? And then they post about, a girl should be this, a girl should be that. And say you had a girlfriend at that time and you didn't say anything to the girlfriend, you just sent her that image. What would
Mhm.
you expect her to do?
I expect. Well, if she knows me well enough, she won't be totally offended. But of course, she's gonna have questions like, maybe like, what did you want me to, focus on, or like why in particular did you send me, what about it did you want me to, catch, because
Mm,
sometimes, you know, it could be taken with a sensible, uh, stance, or it could be like, what are you trying to say about this? Like, are you trying to say like, I need to be like this, like so. I would hope, if I did send something like that, that I'm well established enough with my girlfriend at the time that she knows, like, I'm not gonna send you a picture of what I want you to look like, necessarily, and say just be that, but rather take it as, oh, look, something interesting that I've seen. What are your thoughts on it?
yeah, and the reason why I'm asking you these questions is obviously I'm the presenter. I saw the post, I felt a certain way about it, so I'm presenting it to you guys, right? But my perspective doesn't really matter as much because I want to get the perspective of someone else who is not me, so it's not like I'm telling you guys a perspective of only one person. So thanks, I appreciate it. So all right, so it could be taken good, it could be taken bad.
Mm-hmm.
um so then let me switch it up. So you're dating a girl and you talk a certain kind of way, you talk straightforward, you lay it down. And she's like, hey, like when you talk to me, sometimes your tone is a little harsh, aggressive. Like, can you change it up? Can you talk to me a little bit differently? Can you talk to me more lovingly? What
Mm-hmm.
would you say that's a fair request by your lady?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. So when she asks you that question, would you technically say that she's trying to change your personality? Because your whole life you've been talking this way, right? And then she requests for you to talk the other way. Would you say it's kind of trying to change your personality a little bit?
Not necessarily, because
Okay.
sometimes we do things that, if no one tells you about, you have no idea that you're doing something a certain way. And a
Mm,
lot of people, I've come to know that certain people that, talk to people a certain way, nobody has corrected them before. Either they grew up, without being corrected, and they have that character issue,
Hmm.
or you know people are just scared to talk to them, and because there might be some kind of an authoritative figure, or figure in their workspace or whatever, so they carry that over to their life space, and they don't work the same because people in your life aren't the same people at work. So if you're a boss, okay, you could be a boss at work, but when you come home, you're not necessarily the same person, because you have to be the son, the brother. You can't talk to your sister or brother the same way you talk to your employees. So
Exactly.
you have to make that adjustment when you're talking to someone that you desire to marry, or somebody that you're married to. Like, yes, if you're talking in a tone that's not appropriate for that in individual, you have to take a step back and see, well, am I doing this right? If I'm not, you got to make the adjustments.
Mm. Okay. So say whenever you go to a party, ever since you were a little kid, whenever you go to a party, you're loud, you're dancing, you're having fun. I guess no one's really getting offended, but you're loud, you like to be the thing of the party, the life of the party. And then your girlfriend at the time, she's like, okay, kid, like when we go out, like, can you tone it down just a little bit? I don't think it looks, appeasing or appealing or kind of mature when you're like
Yeah.
yelling and shouting and being that. How would you feel about that?
I think that's a little bit half and half, because in that environment, that's where you can be a little bit crazy. But understandably, with the person that you're with, if it makes them feel uncomfortable, you have to realize, okay, what environment am I in? And at the same time, I'm with this person. They may not like to be the center of attention and things that
Mm,
need. So when you bring that to them, they're now like, oh, so you bringing something that I'm not comfortable with,
mm.
because I'm with you, so it reflects me, or it's attached to me. So it's kind of half and half to me. It's like, well, that's how the person is in that environment, which is understandable, and they should be able to, you know, express themselves, in that way. But at the same time, you got to keep in mind, what's the limit.
Mm, okay. So you have to consider what your significant other is asking, and you have to kind of ask yourself, okay, so then you'd say, okay, is this something you would break up with your girlfriend over if she's like, can you please tone it down a little bit? Would you be like, are you trying to change my personality? Are you
No,
trying to like, no, you wouldn't do that, right?
no, I think that's, that sounds like a an explosive type of reaction. You know,
Oof.
yeah,
Okay.
it sounds like if this just was like a first time thing and you respond that way, there's something wrong with that. But
Okay.
but also, if it's a thing that kept on going and you respond like that, that's also something wrong with that too, because you didn't properly address it, in a way where you didn't have to wait to the explosion. So either way, both the explosions on both ends to me seem like there's an issue that you needed to, work through a different way than rather just
Mm,
exploding, because explosions never are a good thing,
mm,
when it comes to relationships. So you have to really be able to um condense your emotions in a way where it can flow out properly instead of exploding.
right.
So
Yeah.
I would say that reaction, might be um uh a predictable one, on either end, but it's up to you to respond, appropriately or accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
All right.
you didn't have to explode, but you chose to explode.
So would your next step be to go ahead and post it on Facebook and see the opinion of other people?
No.
Okay. I think we're done with the questioning here. So let's jump right into the
I feel like
content.
I feel like I was in a lawyer seat, and and then you're the lawyer there. So what you say, you clearly that's kind of how it feels.
Good. I'm glad because I didn't want to come with like emotion behind this thing. I just wanted to get your straight thought on what you thought about, the whole thing. And I'm glad you answered it honestly, because I think there is a huge problem that goes on social media, that people feed into this weird, disgusting thing or way that we're supposed to like treat women. It's slimy to me. It's so disgusting. But let's jump straight into the content, man. Let's see what's going on here. All
Let's
right,
get it.
so we're looking at the Reddit post now, okay? So here is the back story to this. All right. 1 second. All right, let me scroll down. Can you see as I scroll down?
Yep.
Cool. So here reads, this dude randomly sends his girlfriend this, and the post reads, men are judged based on how their women act in public. If she's loud, argumentative, and unruly, people lose respect for the man. If she's soft, feminine, and graceful, people gain respect for the men. Choose your woman wisely. Okay, that has a little notion of I want you to act this way, I want you to act that way, kind of thing. None of this is bad. Would you agree?
Yeah, it's not necessarily bad, and I think there's some some seasonings of truth in there.
What would you say is the falsehood or the lie?
Um, I would say that we have to understand that they're people as well, and
Mm,
maybe they aren't at a place where they have learned to, adjust their behavior. You
mm,
know,
mm.
maybe it's the beginning.
Okay.
So yeah, there's you gotta leave room for growth.
Okay. So okay. Let's keep going then, because I want to get more of your perspective. So this girl goes ahead and posts it on Reddit, and she says, I, 21-year-old female, to me, a 21-year-old female is mature. She's grown. She should
Yeah,
know,
should
proper etiquette. Yes. Okay.
should,
You're
but
right. You're
shoot
right.
these days, 21 is still 15.
You're right. Okay,
It's
you're right.
crazy.
So she said, I, 21-year-old female, am loud. I am loud. I'm a loud person since forever. I was
Okay.
this before meeting him. We've been together for 2 years now, and I've been this since my childhood. I am not disrespectful or rude, just have a loud personality. He
Okay.
doesn't like it much. Like he himself is a quiet introvert, but I don't like the last line of the post, choose your woman wisely. I find it
Mm.
offensive. And she says, am I overreacting? Now, mind
Man,
you,
these
uh-huh,
acronyms, bro. How you did?
yeah.
How you unpack that one? How'd you decode?
Oh, because that's the title of the page that she posted on.
Oh,
Yeah. Am I overreacting?
I would have
It's
never
like that's
figured that out, bro.
no, you would read it. It's like the
Hey,
title of the whole thing.
we're about to really be
Yeah.
living in the matrix. You know how the letters and numbers was falling there.
Yeah, I
This
know,
is about to be
right?
real matrix language.
Even though some of the stuff like man, some of the acronyms like IEAO, it's bro, like
Man, bro.
and y'all just type it out.
For real, bro. Like what? Man, anyway, let's
So this is the dude's ex name, and I went on his page, and he's your typical red pill guy. Says red pill stuff. Women
mm,
should be this, men should be
mm-hmm.
that. Um,
Yep.
those things tend to be true. My problem with it is that stuff is based on you should instead of you are. So, from my perspective, a Christian, right? A Christian
Mm-hmm.
man is supposed to be kind, supposed to
Yeah.
be chivalrous. We've talked about this before.
Mm-hmm.
And non-Christian people adopt this thing. But now they're like, chivalry is dead. And I remember I said this to you some time ago. I was like, it's gonna come a time when non-Christian men don't get what they want from women, they're gonna ditch the chivalry because there is no source of attachment to why they're being chivalrous. They're just doing it because that's how things are supposed to be,
Mm-hmm.
not what men are called to. So, when things are going well for non-Christian men, yay, yay, yay. When things aren't going well, they're like, oh, we're not going to do what we are naturally meant to do anyway, because you're not doing what you're doing. And then it's like, so who are you actually going to pick to marry here? But that's what this dude is. He posts red pill content. Yeah, there's some truth to it, but the person behind it, that tends to be the problem. Let's keep going. So I did a little bit of an investigation
Mm.
on this girl and her posts regarding this boyfriend that she has put on Reddit to be blasted for trying to start a conversation. Mind you, he just sent this to her. Like, why don't you, like you said earlier, why don't you ask some questions? What is this about? What are you trying to tell me? Which of these things on this post are you trying to tell me that I'm doing? Like, what do you have? Questions, bro.
Yeah, ask questions. Yeah.
Ask questions. So let's share this instead. All right. So I go on her page. Let's start with the furthest time back. All right. So this is 10 months ago. 10 months ago,
Dang.
she posted this picture and this. She said, so I broke my recently bought hair clip and was quite sad. So he said he'll fix it with this super glue, which is her boyfriend. I gave it to him, and later when he returned it, I saw this cute little heart engraved on the handle. It was so cute. Although he was scared, I scolded him because glue residue was left permanently on the clip. But this made my day. He is the cutest and best boyfriend in the world. I love him so much. Bro.
Sound nasty.
Bro, although he was scared, I'll scold him. She was gonna scold the dude, bro. So let me actually go to the post that she posted about this dude and got him to get blasted on Reddit.
He got attacked by others.
Man, let me tell you, dudes wrote paragraphs, bro.
Oh, Dukes,
bro. Dukes came to her rescue when she's.
They want some of that.
That's bro.
They probably saw how she looked and it's like, nah, I'm gonna jump on this. Let's take her. Let's assassinate him, and then let's take his lady.
You know, when you're getting initiated into a gang, you know how they have to jump you and stuff. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's what dudes like to do to other dudes on Reddit. Like they like to jump them, like publicly shame them. It's crazy. This dude is a young dude, right? Like you said earlier, you're still you have your standards, but not all dudes have Christian standards when they're in their 20s and stuff. So they're just trying to figure it out. So let me go ahead and let me view this on StreamYard. Let me share this. All right.
Yep, I see it.
All right. Here's the top number 1% commentator, meaning they comment on a lot of stuff. You know, they're known for commenting and stuff. He got the highest amount of vote ups for this thing. And I'm gonna summarize it.
So basically vote ups means put the comment to the top of the page.
Yeah, people voted up the comment.
Oh, that's crazy.
People liked it basically. Yeah. So
basically liked it. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's something different. You know, I don't go on these things, so I have no idea.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. So whatever question I'll answer. So this dude says to the girl's post, I don't normally participate in these kind of threads, but this one I can relate to. My wife is nearly 25, loud, funny life of the party, hot and smart. I'm introverted, the rational thinker, philosopher, analyst. Yeah, okay, buddy. We could not be more different if we tried. But we would never change anything about each other because our individual strengths and personality quirks complement each other. I know she feels the same because she tells everyone so when she's had a few too many red wines. Now on to your man child. This is when I lost it. This is when I was like, bro, man child. So funny thing about this is this girl is 4 years younger than his wife. So if he's a man child, we don't even know his age. If he's a man child, is your wife a girl child? Is she a teenager? Like, man, maybe I go a little too deep with it, but anyway, he said, I've never viewed my wife's personality as a threat to my masculinity. Whenever she's gotten attention from other guys, which happens a lot, I guess because she's hot, it makes me proud, and I'm the one going home with her. Let me skip. He says, I think
¿Qué pasa? What?
He said, I think your little boy finds you threatening, and he is playing right into the Andrew Tate style of misogyny because he's trying to protect his fragile little man-child ego.
Hey, the way you
So
said Andrew
exhausting.
Tate, you pronounced both T's, bro. You said Tate.
He said, I'm sure there is a lot that you like about him, but if he wants to change you within 2 years of being with you because your big personality makes him feel small, then you're going to be in for years of misery. Tell him he's not grown up enough for you, and then go find a man who will celebrate exactly who you are and won't try to mold you into their ideal shape once the honeymoon period is over.
Hey, you put a lot of passion into the reading. What is
Yeah.
this like? What is it? Why he's sounding like this?
Bro, that's exactly what I thought. Thank you. Why? What is the problem?
Why are you sounding like what he sound like one of them? You know, this reminds me of those you know, the alphabet community. Like they just want you to accept every, you know, like acceptance.
Yeah.
Like how they say love is love.
Yeah.
Like love corrects as well. Love, you know, it's not just accept everything. You got to tell the truth. It's truthful.
Exactly.
But like, what do you like? This sound like the alphabet community type people that like they always want to say that you're a phobic against one of their, you know, letters just because you disagree or just because you
Yes.
don't want to accept that type of lifestyle. You know, like nobody that don't mean you're a phobic because you don't want to participate or want to, like no, you're not
Yeah.
phobic because of it. You don't like it. You don't like it.
You just
I
have
don't like
different values,
chocolate
right?
cake. I don't like chocolate cake.
You're chocolate phobic, bro. Like what?
Yeah, I'm chocolate phobic now.
Yeah, man, you're chocolate phobic.
Listen, bro. So that's how he sound. He sounded like, oh, you gotta accept everything and and if not, like, what are we doing here, man?
Exactly. I wonder who runs the relationship between them two. I bet she tells him what to do. Cause she is so hot that like guys flirt with her, and I like it.
I got two things. If you can't tell your husband or wife, hey, you know, this is the issue for me, you know, and then talk through it, like that's the issue.
Yeah,
That's the problem. You're supposed to be able to say and speak to each other and hear each other and come to, you know, together on,
exactly.
you know, certain, you know, things like this. And then two, like your wife or your husband shouldn't be trying to arouse other people or like, you know, attract other people purposely. You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't be doing things because you know, and I'm thinking about the loud personality. You know, loud personalities, and plus this particular example, she's drinking, so she's doing
Mm-hmm.
extras. She's extra with
Mm-hmm.
it. She's
Yes.
doing a lot. So that's not supposed to. That's not the behavior you should want
Mm-hmm.
your significant other to have. You know, basically trying to attract other people to them. That's craziness. Like
Mm-hmm.
they shouldn't be doing that like by choice. Like if they're hot and they're just so hot, no matter what they wear, like people just attract it. That's not her fault. But if she's like doing stuff too, like for sure, like that's an issue, bro. You can't be trying to get other dukes to get you.
Bro, and I'm
That's
sure she's doing that because I'm sure she knows that she's hot. So, like, you know, she's gonna show off and be loud and whatever, whatever.
yeah.
What are we actually doing here, man? Like, where it's like this dude is basically saying like whatever she wants to do, he can enable her. And she said they've been together for 2 years. I'd understand if she started dating this dude for like a month and maybe he sent that to her. It's like, all right, bro, like give it a little bit of time, you know,
Yeah,
get
connect with
study
her,
her for
you know, deeper and you know,
2
build up to that.
years, bro. Yeah, 2 years. 2 years, like you should be married after 2 years of dating. Like that's a good length of time. But after 2 years, if he can't tell her, like, hey, when we go to parties and stuff, you're a little loud, how long is he supposed to wait?
What you running for? What you Mickey Mousing around for, bro?
And it's a trap because after 2 years of your girlfriend, if you can't voice your opinion, after you get married, you really can't voice your opinion because you knew her before you married her. So why are you trying to tell her,
Yeah.
some of your preferences now? Bro, that was the top comment. That means most people agreed with it. That's what
Mhm.
blew my mind. They thought because he posted a red pill thumbnail from some dude's Twitter that means now he's red pill and he's trying to control her. So let's go through some more evidence to show that she's not really doing any of that crazy stuff. Yep. All right. So let's move a little quick to kind of blow people's mind here. So this is another post that she made. She said, "These are some of the flowers that my boyfriend handpicked or bought for
Okay,
me."
so she's black. All right. That I'm familiar with those the boisterous
Oh,
personality.
I don't know if she's black, man.
Okay. She's brown skin.
Yeah. She looks like yeah. I thought she was Indian, but it turns out she's neither Indian nor Korean, so I have no idea. Yeah, so her boyfriend handpicked her some flowers. She thought it was beautiful. Here are just a few of the flowers and memories he's given me this year. I'm so grateful for him and everything we've shared. This was
Hold on.
9 months ago.
Is this a different person?
Same lady.
What the heck happened to her hand?
Huh?
Why is it look? It looked different in this picture. It looked way lighter.
Oh.
And the thumb is different. Well, anyway, I'm not gonna analyze.
Investigate it later.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, here's some beautiful flowers that look at how many bro,
man.
Bro, some of these dudes on Reddit, they know they haven't given their lady this many flowers in a few months of dating. They know this. So he's a loving boyfriend. Here's another post that she made. My long distance relationship boyfriend sent me this sun-kissed heart. And I just love this picture. It's corny as heck.
Man.
Corny, bro. But look, man, she loves the boyfriend. Here's another hair clip that he fixed, and he didn't get scolded on this one too, I guess. Fixed it and put a little heart on it. She loves it. This was 8 months ago. You can see 8 months ago.
I'm still seeing fingers.
Yeah. Back here.
Yeah. Is it the right picture?
What do you want with the fingers, man? Yeah, this is her.
No. Oh, I thought you switched the. I thought you weren't showing it, but
yeah. I'm not. This is it. My bad.
Okay.
My bad. Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't see no hair clips.
That's my fault.
In the fingers. Nah, bro.
That's my fault. So yeah, so he fixed another hair clip. Put a little heart on it. 8 months ago, another one of my boyfriend put a heart
on it, bro.
Look, man. So this is the one that made me go, oh, this is what we're dealing with. So 5 months ago, she said, is this bakery scamming me or is it normal? She posted something about a bakery and what they're charging for the cakes. Either way, this is what the cake. She said she wanted this cake. All right. She wanted this. She is 19, but a drama queen. So now I know we're dealing with the drama queen. She told on herself, if this isn't her cake, maybe she should say this is not my cake. But she said, I want this cake. We're dealing with the drama queen. So that's what hit me. That's when I was like, oh, okay. I see what's going on. So you don't like something your boyfriend said to you. So you're going to put him on Reddit and have thousands and thousands of people just blast him.
That's a baby move. That's a baby
move.
That's baby stuff, bro.
Man. So here's the cake. Here's the cake. Right? Same person. Is this bakery scamming me or is it normal? She is 19, but a drama queen. And she explains it down here. I want this cake, but it might be a little too expensive. What's going on? Okay. So we're dealing with a drama queen. So when you put that in perspective of what this dude said to this guy who was just, he's trying to flesh out boundaries in relationship. He's communicating his preferences, and he brings in a picture that a red pillar posts on, on X. Mind you, usually red pill guys are the ones who actually post boundaries up like this. Like they're like, hey, we want our women to be this, because every woman will tell you and 1,000 more things of how they want their men to be. I want him to be understanding, lovely. I want him to be emotionally intelligent. I want him to be tall. I don't want him to have an edge up that looks bad, because if he does, I'm just gonna get the ick. And this dude said, just don't be loud at parties. Just don't be as loud, because other people will look at it and it looks bad on me. And she blasts the guy.
Yeah, that's baby behavior, bro.
Yeah. So to every guy that agreed to this post without investigating what kind of person is posting it is a complete and utter coward. Coward.
Oh,
You're coward. Because instead of facing the things that are going on in society, you feed into it. And 10 years down the line, when this dude gets out of this abusive relationship, because she did say she scolds him for things that she doesn't like, now when he fully becomes super red pilled because he's dealt with this thing that you guys said is too good for him, now you're like, oh, look at another red pilled muck. Here they go again. Look, man, it goes to show over and over again that people are people. Even if this was a dude who posted this about his girlfriend, I would still do the research, because people are people. You can't just judge people based on one thing. Like, you don't know this guy, but we can tell what kind of character this girl has, what kind of personality she has. She's been this way since she was a child. She said so herself.
She told us a lot of pinpoint details. And
Yeah.
and were you still
No, go ahead, man.
And you know, people gotta stop running. You know, people love social media. They love running with the hottest take. You know, they and Charlamagne from the Breakfast Club, he always says this, and it's true. People don't care about the truth when the lie is more entertaining, or when the drama is more entertaining. You could,
That's right.
say they're gonna go with what's riding. Like, it sound crazy. That's what we want to believe. That's what we're gonna.
That's what we want to vote up. That's right.
Yeah, we don't want to get the one that's we want to get the it's a stream. That's what we're gonna make a meme. But people love to do that. People love to take something and run, and they're not gonna look into it. They're just gonna say what everybody else is saying. Everybody's gonna say the same thing and play the same song. Oh, he's this, he's misogynist, this, that, he's trying to control. It's come on, it's the same. It's the same thing. Nobody's gonna do due diligence. What? Especially when you even look at how kids are developing in school, they AI and everything, bro. It's becoming an issue.
True.
They AI in their whole projects. I would do the same thing, honestly. Well, in some cases. But
nah, you would. Nah, don't lie.
Hey, I said I use it.
Nah, you look like an AIer, man.
Nah, I'm not an AIer. AIer? That's crazy. Nah, but for real, people are not gonna do the due diligence no more. You know, that like it's really happening, and so you can't be surprised when people say the same thing. You know, these days, and they can all say the same lie. You know,
that's true. All I got to do is find research and put it on blast, because apparently we need this to be done nowadays, since we've gone from women being coddled in the real life to now being coddled online. So, like, you know, in the past, a girl would say this to her friends, and maybe her friends would blast the guy, but now over 10,000 people are blasting this one guy.
It's over 9,000.
Okay. But anyway, man, thank you guys for joining us today for this live stream. Appreciate it. If you guys want us to cover more Reddit posts, because I will be covering more Reddit posts in the future, let us know if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment, like it, share with your friends, so we can all blast these blasters out here. Let's get as many likes as possible. Let's get as many views as possible, so we can reach these blasters and that top one commenter guy, so we can learn a lesson about how his hot girlfriend is actually his boss. Last word that he had.
Hey, yeah. Hashtag fingers and hashtag D loves fingers down below, so we can get run it up, man. But no, hey, stop playing these group think games and do your duties.
That's right. All right, y'all. Thanks for joining us. We're out of here. Peace.
Peace.